He's gonna wait. You see, like, he's not jumping at all. Because he cannot risk jumping. He wants to wait until Bloodseeker shows him. Bloodseeker is doing the same fucking thing, if you notice. He's also not showing. You see? He's just also hiding. He's waiting for the aim to jump so that he can jump the aim. That's the only way this aim's gonna die. You see how patient is. Both of them are just... Okay, now he sees Bloodseeker, now he's gonna jump. Instantly. I analyzed Satanic's insane 1 vs 9 anti-mage performance in Dota Academy. Most of his team had more or less no game, and he was playing versus an overfed Bloodseeker, who, as you know, is a classic anti-mage counter. Not only that, he carried his team from a 20k deficit. If he had died even a single more time in this game, he would have lost. This game is the perfect example of all major carry fundamentals that are important to gain MMR in pubs. Right, so since he's gonna be laning Bristle, he's always going for this build in all of his games, actually. Usually, like here, I'd probably like prefer going, instead of the circlet, I'd prefer going the other, like 2 more branches so I can get an early wand. Because obviously I'm versus Bristleback, right? So I need the wand as soon as possible, so it's good. But he doesn't prefer that. He always goes for the same build and gets tangles later. I'm assuming he wants to prioritize damage as much as possible, so that he can last it easier. But something tells me that instead of this, he could also just buy a double branch here, no? This is like, how much gold is this? 65. Okay, never mind. He doesn't have enough gold. 5 less. In my opinion, that would be better than this. But maybe this allows him to just like be a bit aggressive and not worry about just instantly dying. He doesn't play for runes. Maybe because he's anti-mage and he thinks that our rune lineup is very bad. So he doesn't care. Alright. Casually denying and securing creeps. Bristle is here. He's gonna get level 2 before Bristle, which is a good thing for him in this matchup, especially because Lich's level 2 doesn't matter. What matters is AM's level 2, because then AM has blink and then he can just like run at the enemy with Lich's slow. So in this case, when Lich was not in the lane, AM was getting a lot of levels, and now instead of just like securing 1 creep, he's prioritizing just harassing the enemy, which does pay off. He's probably gonna get a double kill here. Yep. So I think his idea of going on the enemy here was to just protect his Lich. He does not want his Lich to die here, because if Lich dies, then it's like he doesn't have TP, right? He doesn't have TP for 70 seconds. They cannot do anything, even though this is a lane where he feels like they can really own them. So if Lich gets caught here and he doesn't help him, well, then you know what's gonna happen. Lich is gonna live. They're gonna get a double kill, which is very good. Even though he's low HP, whatever, he's gonna pop the stick and then use tangos, so he's gonna be full HP anyway. Now he has boots. He got boots first for obvious reasons again. Like when you get boots, your idea is that yeah, I'm just gonna run at the enemy. So since they're like melee heroes that really don't have that much mobility, he's going for boots so that he can keep hitting them. And Bristle without mana is kind of a weak laner. So as long as he doesn't have mana, it's good. Also, since Bristle died after using his TP, so he's walking back, by the time he's here, AIM is probably gonna be level 3, which is like a 2-level difference. So in that case, these things matter a lot. Like he saved his Lich, killed Bristle by sacrificing 1 or 2 creeps, which is like an immense trade-off. I would say that trade-off is worth like 2,000 gold, effectively. Because now he's just free farming. He's just like so far ahead. So his early start is like really good. Like he's technically at like 1k GPM if you think about it. Like not exactly 1k, but really high. Which is like abnormal on AM. Okay. I don't know if this blink was good. Because it's like they're like full HP and whatever. He has boots. This guy doesn't have boots. Cogs are used, which is why I think he wanted to jump on the Bristle. But here, it's like he has creeps under tower, especially the flag bearer one. I think he doesn't want to get denied here, but in my opinion, like Lich can secure it, so he shouldn't TP. He shouldn't blink like this. But now he's gonna miss like creeps and all of his HP. So this is where he may have kind of fucked up. This is like a big mistake actually. Now lane is a bit harder. If he just waits for the wave, like, because the wave's gonna die really fast because inside tower, then he blinks on them, then he has nothing to worry about. But now it's like he lost a lot of HP, so you can't play really aggressive at this point. This is something that you have to kind of think about, especially as a support, that okay, I don't waste my resources randomly. Now he's full HP and they're wasting resources, so they're gonna feed for this, which is good. Oh, he died to neutral, unfortunate. Okay, no mana on Bristle. Chilling. Gets tangos, important on aim. You want to stay in the lane for as long as possible, so don't shy out on buying regen. Need to buy as much regen as you can, which allows you to stay in the lane. So he's getting this. He also has stick, so you can just use the stick. He hasn't upgraded his stick, which is good. It's quite interesting. I guess his idea is that I'm just gonna keep using it, because every time he's gonna trade with the Bristle, he's gonna lose HP. So he's gonna keep using this, so he doesn't need to upgrade it, is probably what he's thinking. Okay, now he's playing for CS. You can see like how like this lane is like kind of hard even after he has like 3 kills. So the thing that he did where he helped his Lich early on, if he doesn't do that, then this lane is very, very different. I feel like the enemy would be only. Now again he's doing the same thing. But at this point he's like, oh yeah, I can't do anything. Because they have like more levels. So he's gonna go get the cornucopia after pushing the lane in. Now he can effectively trade with them as well, because he doesn't really care about losing HP. Waves pushed in. He's gonna pull. Normal things. Because he doesn't want to stay AFK while the wave is just like standing here. He wants to farm something, and he can't do that as an aim at this point. He does not take counter spell either. Mainly because I guess this is physical damage. This is magical, but it doesn't matter that much. He can blink out of it. He's prioritizing getting other spells over this. Yeah, he has mana void, so he's gonna try to look for this kill. It's chilling. I don't think he can do anything here. Yeah, hasted tiny. He's not gonna die. Now again, since they are dead and he knows what creep wave timer, he's just chilling here. If it was like deep under tower, he'd probably go and pull. He's gonna push this in, and then he's gonna go back probably to pull. Yeah. This is very, very necessary to do on him. Otherwise, you're probably gonna miss a lot of waves. The idea is that we farm something while also bringing the wave back to us. Is he gonna get, is the question. Because if he doesn't do it and Bloodseeker does, it can ruin his game. Is Bloodseeker gonna do it, is the question. Bloodseeker alone can't do it because they don't have any TP cancel. So Bloodseeker needs Zeus with him in order to effectively rupture this guy and kill him. Okay, they see that Clock and everyone is top, so they pressure the Bristle. But the wave dies really fast because of Quills, so they have to go back. And now it's just like, okay, I can't really pressure this guy anyway. But then Lich has a good position. And Rupture is used, everything is used. Even if they TP, they're fine. So they're going to try to pressure this guy. Yep. Clockwork does TP. Mana Void does not use it. Still keeping it. I'd use it, honestly. It's a kill that would give me a lot of gold, so why not? It's just going to come back anyway. I'm not gonna use it for the next 70 seconds. Unlikely. Oh, he got ruptured. Now he's fucking dead. Wait, why are they not going? Huh? Bro, kill him. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck? Wait, why does he rupture him and not just chase him? What the fuck's going on?
I was wondering that too.
He ruptures him, he blinks out. Lil bro just chase him. This Marcy is level 5. Cobb doesn't have a TP, you can see that. Wench doesn't have a TP, you can see that. Just kill him. The thing is, now the problem is, this Bloodseeker fucked up because he's not keeping track of what they have and what they don't have. It's like, if he's like watching the game in map, he should know that Lich doesn't have ult because they just used it here. Right? And then they killed Wench top, right? I think they killed Wench top, if I'm not wrong. So Wench TP top, which means that Wench can't be bottom to swap this guy out. And then Coop literally does not have a TP. She's just showing on the map without a TP. So no one can actually save this AM if you just dive him. But he doesn't want to do that. Because he's not keeping track of these things. Which is going to make a big difference. The thing is, like, this rotation really changes the game if this works out. This AM dies and this Bloodseeker is suddenly top net worth, he gets his radiance by 15 minutes. And now what's going to happen is, I feel like this Bristle is probably going to die. Because of what is happening. So this is why it's very important to understand what spells does the enemy have. Because he's very scared because he doesn't want to die here. He's thinking that he's going to get bitten and he's going to die. Because he doesn't know Lich doesn't have ult. He doesn't know that Venge doesn't have TP. He doesn't know that Marcy is level 5. So he's just chilling here, not doing anything. And now AM's out. Okay, they're still getting kills, but I feel like if the AM kill happens, it's so big. This guy's 3-0 is going to give so much gold. And his Fury is going to get delayed till like 14 minutes. Which is like a major deal. But now he's going to get it 12. Or maybe even like 12.5, which is really good for him. And this tower did not die. Which is really bad. Oh, he got ruptured again. Now he's dying. Okay. Finally, little bro did something. Now in this moment, he also understood that, okay, Venge doesn't have TP again. That's like, now just, you see like this one death delays his Fury by at least a minute. And now he's gonna get it at like 13.5, something like that. Yeah, 13.5. Warrior's gonna take some time. Now he's just farming. The only threat that he has currently in the game is Rupture. That's the only thing that he has to worry about. And since Bloodseeker got 2 kills at top, even if you're not watching, you should be aware that, okay, this guy just uses Rupture. Otherwise, there's no way he gets 2 kills. So he can play aggressive on the map. He's also seeing this. He does have a TP. But he's also a bit scared that maybe Rupture is up. Or it's gonna be up if he TPs. So he's not gonna TP. Even though I think he can TP and get a kill on Zeus, but I don't think it's worth it. He'd probably die right after. Okay, they're getting cooked. Monka. Monka. Ah, Bloodseeker is here. He's low HP. Just farming. Bloodseeker is mid. Bloodseeker is mid. I think he should farm this wave, maybe. Or is he gonna farm around mid so that he can fight? Yeah, he realizes it's not possible. Goes back to bottom lane. Because he knows that Bloodseeker doesn't have Rupture, so he's gonna play really aggressively. The only way he dies is Rupture or like Tiny. So if both of them are showing, he's not scared that much. Wait, co-op is 10-0? What the fuck? Okay, at least mid laner's playing. Which is usually what you need as a carry, honestly. If your mid player is doing well, you can usually win most of your games. Okay, what is this TP? He's farming here. Backwards, gonna farm entire jungle, and then he has 20 seconds. There's another wave right here. He's gonna farm this, and then triangle, I guess. Nope, not triangle, the stacks. Gets the stacks, farms it again. Bloodseeker showing bottom. So he's gonna farm mid wave because Bloodseeker does not have Rupture and they're showing. He's probably gonna, he already has Manta. Now he's going for Linken's, which basically removes all the threat that he has on the map. Okay, this is good, but he still has to be careful. He's not gonna jump in instantly because he does not see Bloodseeker. You see, like, he's very scared of jumping in because if he gets ruptured, fight. Okay, now Rupture is used, wasted. Maybe he can look to fight, but he doesn't have Manta, so maybe not. They're just too tanky. It's like Tiny, 2k HP, Bristle back, insane HP and insane damage. But yeah, he's not using his blink to fight. He's just chilling. Okay, Bloodseeker is like 3k gold ahead of him. This game's looking fucking rough. All they have to do is take Roach. So now he sees both Bloodseeker and Zeus at bottom lane, so he can... I mean, he's still not going for the tower. Why? Because the idea is that they might just like TP heroes. They can TP Tiny, who can start with stun toss or clock with hook shot, and then he can get ruptured right after it. So he's still playing pretty safe. As safe as he can, because if he dies once or twice in this game, at this point the game's probably over. Here it's like, okay, Rupture used or not? No. He's watching. Rupture is used. This guy's TPing out, so he's probably gonna try to fight now. The stronger shear is gone, so he's gonna get a kill. But he still can't fight. It's insane because their heroes all do physical damage, and AM sucks versus physical damage. Goes back top. Sends Illusion to farm further because he's scared. Farm backwards. Okay, now that he sees multiple heroes top, he's assuming that all of them are top. So, I mean, he wasted Rupture, and his team is not here, so he might just play aggressive here, yeah. But since there's no catch in his team, no one there, they can't kill him. But again, he's pinging that guys, they're showing on mid. Maybe we can do something. They do something, they could probably not get. Now they know that they're coming. So he's gonna chill a bit, not blinking that easily. Wait, didn't he have ages? Oh, Tiny has ages. What the fuck? Tiny has ages, so why is Bloodseeker playing like that? That's a major throw, actually. Yeah, this is pretty normal. I don't think he can fight here. He has to get out. Yeah. It's like always go on heroes that you can actually kill. So you cannot kill Bristle or Tiny here. But you can kill Zeus. You can kill Bloodseeker. Okay, they're coming again. Bloodseeker can cancel Lincoln with Blood Rage, but that gives AM enough time to react with his E. So this guy's like completely out of position, right? The rest of them are here. So what he's gonna do is just like fuck with this guy because he has Ags. Make his mana 0. Yeah. This is something that Anti-Mage and other heroes like PA have an advantage at. In fights, you can always decide and choose how you're gonna jump, which is like a very, very strong thing. Like in this case, he took advantage of the vision and the info that he has, and he went on the Bristle. If he ignores the Bristle there, the Bristle could potentially ruin the fight for them. So he goes on the Bristle, who does not have BKB, right? He does have BKB, but it's just like, if he pops it for AM, AM can just run away, right? You can't kill him that easily. And then also it's just like, if AM is on you and you don't pop it, you're gonna lose all your mana. So it's just like he doesn't really know what to do. But if AM is not on him, he can freely run in and do whatever he wants. And especially when he's out of position. If he was standing here, maybe he doesn't jump the Bristle because then it's a bad move. Because then all 3 heroes can focus the AM. But in this case here, no one can focus him except for the Bristle. And then Bristle does not want to fight this AM. Because if he pops BKB or if he doesn't pop BKB, it's both bad for him. So it's kind of like a lose-lose situation for the Bristle. Also, he took Persecutor, max movement, slow talent over the mana burn. This is interesting. So it's just like 55% slow. Let me see if he takes that. If he takes that a lot. Because maybe I think it's like a game thing because they don't really have that much catch. Okay, never mind. He's taking it every game. He prefers that, I guess. Max mana burn is also pretty good. Talent, max mana 1% per hit is like it first, so it goes to 5% per hit. This is like 20%. Huh? I guess maybe it's good with the Ags because with the Ags usually the problem that you have is that you usually need Basher after that to make it even better, right? So to make it even better you need Ags, but you need like Basher. So with this talent it's like you kind of have the slow which replaces your bash, so maybe that's why. I'll have to try it to see honestly. Here, when he sees that everyone's like Tiny's can't blink, so he jumps the Zeus, but you see he's gonna get punished for this jump. Because now they can focus him, and that's exactly what they do. He cancels and ruptures him. Now he has to TP out, because since he had to TP out, his entire team is gonna feed here. Unless they also get out. Which they do. But I think now AIM can fight. Yep, mana void. Okay, how was he able to TP out is a very good question to ask. He jumps in, gets the kill on Zeus, does not use mana void, which is good. Gets ruptured. And then it's like, oh, Tiny can't blink, that's why he just like gets out. The two stuns that they have, one has no mana and has already used everything, and Tiny can't blink, so he just gets out. Smart decision. So they are coming back. And it's entirely the same. He just pushes in. Like he doesn't really have a threat on him at the moment. He has Butterfly now as well. So this Tiny can never solo kill him. And he cannot get ruptured. So for them to kill this guy, they need multiple heroes, and they are not mobile at all. So if they have to bring multiple heroes and this guy is just blinking around, it's not good for them. So now when you see that rupture, Linken's is popped, he goes back instantly. The only way he dies in this game is rupture after this point, or if he blinks in really badly. Forces 2 TPs at top, and now this Bristle is alone, so they're gonna kill him. This is like classic AM gameplay. Like he saw that they rose, so he just like went full pressure on top, and when you go full pressure on one lane, that just means. Wait, didn't they get Aegis? Oh, it's not up. Holy shit! They went Roche. He scanned it. Then he pressured top. Because of the pressure, they had to TP back, and they only TP'd some of their heroes, and they had vision on. And they also had info that Roche was not dead. Or is he gonna die here? Ah, he's dead. How does he die? 2 heroes dead. Bloodseeker is here. He still has mana void, but he has no HP. Does this guy have BKB? Okay, he has BKB, so AM can't kill him. Oh shit. Bad jump by Lil Bro. If he has Manta here, he could get out, but since he doesn't have Manta, that was just a bad jump straight up. Yeah, that's what I said. The only way he dies is if he gets ruptured, or if he just blinks in like a maniac, which he did in this at this point, which also gives them rush. Curious to see how he comes back from here, because now the game is very, very fucking hard. Okay, now that he sees on mid there, like Bloodseeker still does not have Aegis, but it's like really hard to kill this guy, so it makes sense. Tiny goes in. He's gonna wait. Is he gonna wait? He just goes on Tiny. Tiny has BKB. Oh, Tiny doesn't have BKB. They can hard commit on this guy and kill him. Jumps on the Zeus instead. Bristle has Aegis. I think this fight's over because he doesn't have mana void. He also takes blink cast range. I'm guessing the blink cast range makes it so that if he blinks off of rupture, he won't take damage. There's like a certain limit that if you blink, like if you blink as a co-op, well, what happens is that if you blink as a co-op who's ruptured and you move one step, you don't take damage from the rupture. There's like a mechanic. So I'm thinking maybe this talent makes it the same thing. Not sure. But in most of his games, he is taking this talent. Some actually no. Depends upon the situation, actually. He's mixing it up, but that's what I think. The blink range just like allows him to, even if he gets rupture, he can just like run away with the blink, because the blink is like really huge. We'll test that after this game in demo.
Sure.
Okay, 14 dead, cannot fight, has to push out mid. Yeah, now he has to come back because they don't have fort and they can just straight up end the game. They swap Tiny in. He instantly gets out. Now I think he can go. I mean, he can't fight until he has mana void. So we're just taking two sides, possibly even three. Okay, clock. He's just chilling, not jumping. Patience is key on him. Seeker jumps him. I am thinking. Wait, what the fuck happened there? I'm curious. So this guy jumps the AM, but he has no follow-up with him. Why is there no follow-up? Oh, this guy doesn't have blink. They do have Nimbus. So this guy jumps him. You can he does Nimbus, but the thing is, like, he's expecting Tiny to jump with him, but Tiny doesn't have blink. I feel like this move works if Tiny has blink, because AM doesn't have BKB. He would 100% die here. His idea is correct, but he did not see whether his teammates have the spell or not. Okay, now since they bought back, they have to get out. Because Bloodseeker used all of his shit. He could die to the AM. And now since he has information, he's just pushing side lanes. He also sees Clock at bot, which means that they're not planning a move on the AM, because they definitely need Clock to make this move, otherwise it doesn't work. This guy still no BKB. Very bad items, actually. I feel like this item is really bad versus AM. You don't buy this. You should have bought Echo Saber, BKB, and then Silver Edge, something like that, Daedalus. But yeah, he's kind of ruining this game on Tiny. And rightly so, he's like 1800 rank, so we're just bad players. Tiny bought back. He's gonna wait. You see, like, he's not jumping at all. Because he cannot risk jumping. He wants to wait until Bloodseeker shows him. Bloodseeker is doing the same fucking thing, if you notice. He's also not showing. You see? He's just also hiding. He's waiting for the AM to jump so that he can jump the AM. That's the only way this AM is gonna die. You see how patient is. Both of them are just... Okay, now he sees Bloodseeker, now he's gonna jump. Instantly. The only time he jumps is when he knows that the threat is out. And now he can get out. Part of me thinks he should have jumped Zeus. But maybe spells also matter. Look, Tiny used stun toss here. No, he doesn't have it, right? He does not have this. I think he can just... He should just jump Zeus. But I think they don't have vision for the Glimmer. Unfortunate. And now they instantly turn on the AM, and AM has to get out. I think here I'd go push top instantly. And then TP to base. Because my team's dead, I need to pressure this lane. And then TP back, so at least there's pressure on the top lane. How the fuck do they win from here? They're not coming high ground, huh? Yeah, they went back. Okay, this guy is just throwing. Casually just throwing. This guy might also be throwing. Never mind. MKB pure damage. Monka, but now he's gonna die. They just actually just threw. Holy fuck. I think he's gonna kill this guy, yeah. Yep. Gonna kill both of them. They just threw the game, actually. They just like, they have no reason to do this. It's like, you know that your Tiny is in base. And they also know this because he has no HP. And you're the only, like, he has Bloodseeker near him. But they also see Bloodseeker go here on their vision, which is why they jump here. And this is a very good jump. He also does not use Manta. Does not waste it. Get this kill. Okay. And now he knows Tiny doesn't have spells, so you can just go in. Yeah, but I guess you can't really blame them either, because they don't know if they have vision here or not, and they also have vision. But this is where they actually throw the game really hard. But yeah, I think you might consider the fact that they threw, but you also have to understand that this guy is like so fucking patient with how he's jumping in fights. I feel like 100% of players would just jump. Of course, not really high ranked players who understand the hero well, but most of AM's gameplay is just literally understanding what kills you. When you have a clear understanding of how you die in fights, what stops you, that's when you can actually play this hero to the limits. Like, he did not jump for like 50 seconds. He was just standing here. And Bloodseeker was standing here as well. But eventually the Bloodseeker became impatient. And he jumped in. The moment he did that, he instantly jumped. That's his invitation. Like, most people would just be like, oh yeah, I mean, like, they would just see their team like, oh, they're just fucking dying, so I need to go in. But the moment you blink in and then Bloodseeker doesn't, you will die. And when that happens, you're just gonna lose the game. So in this case, what's keeping him in this game and allowing him to do these things, such as them throwing and him capitalizing on it, is the fact that he has a game. Like, if you look at his team's net worth, they don't have anything. Essentially, the enemies pos 5 and 4 have more farm than their pos 3. And they're also very close to the co-op. Like, in due time, that will happen. So if this aim just plays like even slightly worse, let's just say he plays 10% less than what he is right now, he'd lose this game. Which is like the neat part about this replay. It's just like, yeah, his team's just getting cooked, but he's not making any mistakes. So what happens is that a lot of people, they just like kind of adjust to, they just like adjust for their teammates. It's like, yeah, I'll jump in, I'll do this, I'll do that, because that's just how the game is, and then they're gonna get punished for it. The idea is to not bait yourself by adjusting. If you understand that this is how my hero fundamentally works, you have to do it no matter what. Like, he can definitely jump in and try to save his teammates, but he doesn't do it because he understands that the moment I try to do that, I'm just gonna lose the fight instantly. It's not gonna do anything for me. And of course, it's just like he also understands that my hero is capable of killing them all as long as I don't get ruptured. So he's always gonna focus on that. Plus, Seeker now probably has 2 ruptures as well, so it's very, very fucking hard for him to fight. But he's just gonna wait for Seeker to just like, you know, have a worse position. They're not contesting Roche at all because I'm thinking that they just can't contest Roche. It's mainly because they have vision advantage, and of course AM is completely relying on his positioning in this whole fight. And if he goes to Roche, he's always gonna be showing on the map. Because the enemy has control, right? And when that happens, obviously, he's gonna die. Now he pushes in 2 lanes, which is good. Enemy is gonna feel a bit of a tingle that, oh, our lanes are being pushed in, our towers are gonna die, maybe this is not good, stuff like that. So it's always good that when you know and when you have information that the enemy is doing something like Roche or whatever, they're playing bottom side of the map, right? They're not making a move, which you will know based off of how the creep waves and how they're showing. Then all you have to do is like do what you can on the opposite side, create pressure. Now it's just like they're on their high ground, but this creep wave is also on their high ground. This creep wave is also going to be on their high ground. And now like Marcy's ratting, as a result, what happens is that Bloodseeker TP's out. Now he's gonna go and look to kill someone. If he can. He sees them and he's just like instantly committing. This is literally just classic AM gameplay. You split push, force the enemy to TP. And when that happens, you get a kill off of it. And now since Clockwork bought back, he understands that they're all gonna come bottom for Roche. And now he's instantly top to pressure this lane again. Bloodseeker does not have a TP, right? He can see that, and he also TP'd here, so he's just gonna rat them here. Because he has a TP and they don't. So he can do whatever he wants. Now they're ratting 2 different lanes. And now he TP's back when he sees that this guy is caught here. He gets a very good Abyssal on him. Actually, now he's gonna blink out because obviously he doesn't want to waste his Manta instantly. And he cannot commit because right now he's the center of focus. Like when he goes on this Bloodseeker, Tiny is still here. And Clock is still here. If he stays here and commits to fight, he will die. Because swap is already used. So he has to instantly get out. You see, they tried, but he's already out, so he doesn't die. That's just his understanding of the hero and his understanding of how he is gonna die. Now look at what's happening here. Their base is getting fucked. And now they're probably really tense that, oh shit, what are we supposed to do here? And this guy doesn't have a BKB, and AM's looking at him. He knows that, and he's gonna go and try to like make plays here, because all of their shit is used, and they have to TP out. Like all of this is a result of that lane that he pushed top, and them TPing here. It's also a bit of, it's just like there's also a bit of luck involved in this. Is the fact that Roche was not up, right? They don't know that, but it's just like his only play is that. That's the only thing that he can possibly do. He doesn't want to fight for Roche, right? So he has to do something meaningful in that amount of time, and that's all that he can do. And it's luck that they don't have ages and they TP'd back. So that's like a fuck up. This is like the difference, right? Difference between like rank 12 and rank 500. This Bloodseeker is doing decently well, but he's making many more mistakes than this AM is. This AM is barely making any mistake. I think up till now he only made like one mistake, and that was the blink in here. That was probably the only mistake he made this entire fucking game. And possibly this blink here as well on Zeus, but he didn't get punished for it, so it's fine. Apart from that, he's playing really well. He also bought Bloodthorn. With Abyssal, it's good. What's the point of Bloodthorn?
Is he trying to like prevent the ruptures being used?
No.
Okay.
Like his idea is that he's gonna blink on someone with Abyssal and use Bloodthorn on them.
Okay.
And also the fact that this talent, so the stun is gonna be 1.6 seconds. Top of that, there's like 1 more second. So that's like 2.6, and he's also probably gonna bash in between. So for 3 seconds, he's just gonna lock someone down. And in 3 seconds, this thing is gonna do a lot of fucking damage. So that's his idea. He needs like a damage item right now. He doesn't need anything defensive. And now they get Roche. This is the turning point. He also... Wait, did they get Axe? They're gonna give it to Marcy. Puts Bloodthorn down. Now they're pushing. Still not going high ground, but because lanes are pushing in, they also got Megas. So they have to be careful about that. Now he can play a bit aggressive. Obvious reason, he has Aegis. So if they use all of their shit on him, he's fine. Now he has like 3 lanes pushing out. That's where he can make a move, which is why they smoke. And oh, smoke broken. He's still not jumping in, even though he has Aegis. But I feel like he's gonna jump in. He should. Oh yeah, I have like 4 fucking ruptures actually. This is insane. That's why he's not jumping. Like even if they use 2 on him or like 1 on him right now and kill him, they can use it again. And now I feel like once this guy's, he has like, he still has BKB, so it's very hard. Oh shit, he can't pop it. That was really smart actually. He can't pop it because he doesn't have mana. He waits for the first BKB and then jumps this guy when his BKB is out. Abyssal, Bloodthorn, mana void here again. Actually no, he doesn't have mana, and now since he doesn't have mana, he can't pop BKB, and then he's just gonna die. He doesn't have buyback either because he doesn't have refresher. He bought refresher. The amount of patience this guy has is insane. Very insane understanding of how he wants to fight. He, like, even though he had Aegis, he still did not let this Bloodseeker get what he wants. Like if I was the same, I'd jump in. Even with, because of Aegis, I'd be like, yeah, I just want to go in. I have Aegis, I don't give a fuck. But I feel like that would really ruin the game. And also like, so when you look at this replay, you might also be thinking that the enemy is making a lot of mistakes. The thing is, the game is literally about that. Like, you win off of your opponent's mistakes, right? If everyone plays perfect, then no one's gonna win, right? So the game is all about who makes the least amount of mistakes. This guy only made like 2 mistakes this entire game, while he capitalized on Bloodseeker making like a million mistakes. Even though this guy's 27-5, right? He still lost the game because he's making mistakes that this guy is not making. You might be thinking that he deserves to win this game on Bloodseeker, but I would say he doesn't. That TP to top was really bad. He just like left his team multiple times to just die. Like, oh, I'm just gonna TP to a side lane. Bro, this AM has fucking blink. He's gonna catch your team. Your team is not mobile, so if you leave, he gets a free fight. The only threat that he has in the game is this Bloodseeker, and when he's out, well, AM can do whatever he wants. And also another thing that is that he always jumps the Bloodseeker. In most cases, he's always jumping the Bloodseeker when he knows that he's gonna kill him. It's because if he eliminates the threat first, then he has a free fight. That's also another way to look at it. And also, they don't have any save. Their heroes have 0 save, so if this Bloodseeker gets gone on, he's almost always going to die. So, what I basically learned from this replay is that, so I have a lot of games like this, right, where I'm like, oh, my team's just getting fucked, right? And because of that, I changed my own gameplay. As in, I understand what my hero needs to do, right? My hero needs to rat, my hero needs to make sure that he doesn't die, all of these things. But when my team's getting cooked, I kind of also get cooked mentally. It's like, yeah, I need to do something to prevent this, right? And when I do that, I kind of forget what the fundamentals of my own hero are. And because of that, I lose the game. So what he's doing in this game is that he's not doing anything out of the ordinary, as in like how he would normally play this hero. He's playing this hero the way he would play in every game. In any good game, in any bad game. He's just taking advantage. He's taking advantage of how the opponents are making mistakes, and he's playing the same way his hero is supposed to be played. He's not adjusting, he's not, because when you adjust, you're prone to making mistakes because that's not your hero, how your hero is supposed to be played. You need to like stick to your fundamentals regardless of whatever is happening, because the idea is that whoever makes the most amount of mistakes is going to lose, right? So if you're sticking to what your hero truly does, you will automatically make less mistakes than if you wouldn't do that. And then the rest is just like, you can just leave it to how the game works. The thing that I've noticed in this game is that I've always, like every time I try to make the least amount of mistakes in the game just rewards me. Which is like, I don't know how it rewards me, why it rewards me, but if I'm making less mistakes, I always win the game. That's just how it is. And which is like the beauty of Dota, in my opinion. Is just that smaller, very small things matter so much. Like you think about them later on that, holy shit, if I had died there, then this fight would be over. Like just think about it, if he jumped here, it might seem like a very small thing, but in hindsight, if you like look at it, if he jumped here early, the fight would be over. They would probably lose the game, right? Only one mistake and he would just lose the game there. But since he stuck to his own fundamentals, he just like won. So which is like a very insane thing that I probably learned from this. It's just like I shouldn't adjust based on how the game is going. If I know that my hero is only, like every hero has a timer. Every hero is supposed to do something that their hero is good at. So I will focus on that. And if it works out, it works out. If I lose, then well, what can you do, right? Bad games happen all the time. You just have to do what your hero does best. You have to do what you can do best. And it's like leave the rest to Dota. Like Dota will reward you for playing better. It's just like, let's just say you do this 10 games in a row, you might still lose. But in the games that you lose, even if you didn't make a mistake and you still lost, it's probably not your fault. Your goal in the game should be to make the least amount of mistakes as possible. Even if you lose, you should play for satisfaction that I did my best. And this is the best I could do in this situation, and then it's kind of unwinnable from this point onwards. If you want to get to Immortal or higher, I have a service called the Immortal Package where you will get an unlimited amount of coaching till you reach Immortal. I also have other packages and currently they are on sale. If you're interested, the last slot is available at discounted rates, which you can check out either on my Discord or on my website, both of which are linked in the description. This analysis is from Dota Academy. If you'd like to join it for more exclusive content with one-on-one interaction with high MMR coaches, click on the link in the description.